I'll open as always, thanking our fans, and really thought the turnout of the dog walk was probably one of the best ones we've had this year. A lot of fans there, it means a lot to our kids. I thought the atmosphere was really good as well. So I'm proud of our team. Probably the most important step for us is the next step, and we're taking it one step at a time. And, that was a really good football team that we just played. Got a lot of respect, especially for their defense, physicality they play with. They got good defensive guys up front. Tough team to play. This program is built on being neutral. That's where we try to remain, and we got to get better to get where we're going. And our guys are excited about doing that. But I thought the effort was really good. I thought that our kids played really hard, played consistent, continue to protect the ball. We're not turning it over much, and we're not getting any turnovers, which we got to do a better job of. But the effort was there, so I'm proud of what the kids played.
Coach, the shutout, the third one of the year, just the effort there at the end, especially near the goal line.
Yeah, you can't say enough about the defensive staff, the game plan they put together, the buy-in from the kids. You know, we preached all week how well these guys ran the ball on us last year. Thought they ran the ball almost as good as anybody last year, and the defensive players kind of hung their hats on that, and they were all chomping at the bit at the end to make it tough to score. And I thought they showed some competitive character there at the end with that stand.
Monty Rice had a big hit, Kirby, threw him back almost to the 5-yard line. He said they ran a stunt. Teammates sacrificed for him. He shot through there. What was it? What kind of?
That's exactly what he said. I mean, his teammates sacrificed for him. We talk about it all the time. The big thing in this game was sacrificing for your brothers. And there's a lot of guys up front that knocked the ball back to free Monty up. And he had some guys inside that were getting blocked to kind of free him up. And he made a really nice play too.
Coach, it seemed like the secondary sort of settled into the game. Did it feel like it got harder to throw as the game went on at all?
I don't know if it got harder to throw. I felt like it was tough at times. They do a good job. They're a very aggressive, physical defense, which I said that all week. I mean, who's not in our conference? But they're really physical up front. They do a good job in the secondary, get hands on people, and they mix coverage as well. They did a good job mixing things up on third down.
A lot of injury blows on offense. Any update on Cager, and what about the other offensive lineman went down again?
I think Cager will be fine. He bothered his shoulder again, but we think he's going to be fine. Probably could have came back if he had to. And then the other guys, I think, are fine. We got Trey with an ankle. Kay was fine. He could came back in. I don't know who else.
Isaiah Wilson had to be helped off.
He came back. Isaiah played.
Thoughts on how they did using Cade at center and then Jamari? How you think?
Yeah, I'd have to reserve judgment. You know, I can't really say. I mean, I know going into the game that each one of them practices there and they get reps, so it's not like, I mean, Cade took reps from the ones last week at center. He gets reps, and Trey works out at guard, so he gets a lot of reps. Jamari does not get as many, but he gets some. So we'll watch the tape, see how they do.
Cade said he hadn't played center in a game since 6th grade. Kind of what does it say about him that he was able to come in and play like he did tonight?
He's very versatile. I mean, that's what it says, but I look at it as practice is game to me. He gets a ton of reps in practice, but Cade's a gamer. He doesn't, moment's not too big for him. He's very intelligent. He's very athletic.
What did you think of what George was able to do tonight after Cager went down?
George did a good job. If he got on the ball, he'd had 2 touchdowns.
Is this a case with Pickens of improvement throughout the year led to something like tonight, or was it more of just opportunity and matchups?
He's getting better. I mean, I think everybody on our team's getting better. I thought that the way they played us, it opened up a lot of one-on-one opportunities, but you can't. I mean, you got a lot of long foul balls tonight too, and you got to hit some of those. You got to hit them at a higher rate to make them count. And, he's one of our guys that we think can win outside.
With Richard, in terms of the interception he had there, he's had a couple of turnovers here throughout the season. For him to come up with plays like that, what does it say about the development that he's made this season and the last couple of years?
Richard's a ball hawk. He's got really good ball skills. He's a great basketball player in high school. I thought that was I didn't think we were going to catch it. I thought it was going to get an overthrow, and it went up and it had sticky. I mean, he had like sticky hands. He grabbed it, snagged it, and had a heck of a play on the ball. Then had a great return. Richard improved. He continues to get better. I was more proud of his physical tackling tonight than probably even the turnover. And he's taken a lot better approach over the last 2 weeks. He's really been into the game plan and making his calls. I've been really, really proud of him.
Kirby, through 9 games, you guys have had some really good flashes on offense, and then you've had some times where it seems like you kind of get bogged down a little bit. Is there a common theme that you've seen through these 9 games that kind of, goes into that, where one drive looks like you can't be stopped, and then the next few you kind of struggle to get it going?
No, I mean, you give up a negative play, and it's about an 80% chance you're not going to have a good drive. So when we get sacked or we give up a negative play, we usually don't continue to have good drives. We'll get positive yardage on first and second, and we convert third downs, and we're pretty efficient. Can't say exactly what it is. I mean, it's a lot of things mixed in there. We got to do some things better. We got to play better in the red area. We've played these guys 3 years, and I swear we've had 28 field goals in 3 years. I don't know what the total is, but it's ridiculous. So we've got to find a way to score touchdowns when it matters most. And thank goodness we've got a very consistent field goal kicker who continues to come through. And Rod did a tremendous job tonight. Those are tough conditions for kicking. I mean, field's tough, it's damp, it's moist, it's slippery, and it's cold. And he was very consistent from good distances to long distances.
Auburn is the next game, obviously, and there's a lot riding on it. You could clinch the East. Can you just what do you know about it, and what do you think about when you think you're going to Jordan-Hare to play a game?
They got a great program. Gus does a tremendous job. Got a lot of respect for the way they play. Got a physical football team, great defense, really good young quarterback, really hard offense to prepare for. I've seen Gus and I've seen a lot of each other over the years, and got a lot of respect for their program, and I know they'll be ready to play coming off an off week.
What do you want to see George improve the most on going forward?
Consistency, playing with his mind in the right place, and just doing the little things right. Attention to detail is what gets George, just like you saw tonight. As talented as he is, if he doesn't have attention to detail, he can hurt the team. Or if he does have attention to detail, he can really help the team. He's got to do those things right, but he's talented and he loves the game. That's what I love about him. He loves the game of football.
When you talk about the offense still kind of struggling with consistency at times, do you feel like at this point in the year, kind of style points and all that kind of stuff is out the window? It's just a survive and advance type thing?
Yeah, I don't really think about style points. I just think about what we have to do to win the game, and what we have to do to be more efficient, and what we have to do to get our best. That's a good football team. There's a reason they're ranked top 15 in the country in almost every single defensive category. They're good players.
Coach, your third shutout of the year, is that a product of, you had another backup quarterback tonight, you think you guys got a little bit lucky in that regard, or is this as good of a defense as it looks like sometimes?
I mean, we play hard, we play consistent, we don't control who they put in front of us, and our kids go out and play really tough and physical, and that's all we can ask them to do. And, they've done a great job of that. The buy-in on that side of the ball, the playing a lot of players, the camaraderie, the defensive staff, Dan and his staff have done a great job of putting plans together. The kids have executed them. It's hard for me to judge, who we've gone against.
Swift and Harry running into a lot of 7-8 man boxes. Can you just talk about the hard yards they're earning in their ball security in those circumstances?
Yeah, that was the hardest box you'll ever see. I mean, that was like a brick wall box, and tough. We've run the ball in the same box, but that was really good players with a hard box, and they did a good job, and we still, rushed for 166 yards. Guys, you're not going to find many teams do that on Missouri, and I am proud when Brian and Swift are patient. They earn those yards, really physical yards. I mean, those are tough, and it's just not like the standard here is you should get 7-8 yards every rush. That's just not realistic, and proud we are going to work hard at it.
Missouri sort of had a game time decision at quarterback. Were you coming in sort of preparing for Kelly Bryant's mobility? How did you sort of adjust that with Taylor Powell, and how do you think he played?
Yeah, we were prepared for both. We thought that either one would play, and I think the kid that plays is a good player, and he's going to grow up and get better. We felt like all week we might see either one. It didn't matter to us which one we saw. We were going to carry a lot of the same things, so it did change a whole lot for us.
How valuable were those snaps for Tyson Campbell, just getting him back in action right before the stretch drive?
Really happy for him to get back in. We feel like we got 3 corners that can play for us, and it allows you to kind of, you know, play matchups, put guys on certain guys, and play the hot hand. And glad he got back out there and got his feet under him.
Look there on defense at one point, you had 4 freshmen in the game. I think it was on third down with Nolan and Trayvon and Kobe and Tyreek. But speaking mainly of Tyreek here, what was it that kind of led to him seeing a lot more playing time tonight than maybe he has in previous games?
He's worked really hard. He's a kid that continues to get better. We talk about it each week. We thought he matched up well with their tight end. He's a big physical guy, and he made some plays on him. He got beat and played wrong leverage, but he also made some plays in one-on-one situations against what we think is a really good tight end. He's growing up. He's gaining some confidence. And Devon's a little dinged up, so it was, you know, a matter of guys. We got a lot of guys beat up and injured, and Mark had to play the star position, so I think Tyreek got the money.
Kirby, there's a so-called game of the century going on, in the hours before your game. Does that, you guys catch glimpses of that, or do you guys get scores updates on that when you're focused on what you have to do?
No, we're just trying to get an opportunity to play one. You know, we'll play one of those 2. That's what we're worried about. If you fall asleep at the wheel or get distracted, you know, you can't control your own destiny if you don't worry about the ones in front of you. So I didn't see anything.
Seemed like Tyson was kind of game time last week this season. When do you feel confident that he would go this week?
Well, we thought he could have played last week. I mean, we talked about that during the week. I think we said that he probably could have played. He didn't feel like he was 100%. He practiced all week this week, and we felt like he was good to go. We wanted to give him an opportunity to play because we feel like we're going to need him down the stretch. And you know, keeping corners healthy is hard, and we try to keep the yards off those guys by rolling most of the guys.
Nolan Smith seems like he's been close on a lot of sacks this year in terms of getting the quarterback down. How big was for him? How big do you think it was for him to sort of get that first SEC sack?
Yeah, I didn't even realize he got one. How many sacks did we have? 2 or 3? 2. So I guess I didn't realize he got one. I know we had a couple times we couldn't finish on the quarterback. He scrambled out and made some plays for us. But he has been close a lot. He was close on the last play of the Notre Dame deal, chasing him around.